going back to that UConn team, I'm gonna compare them to the Georgia football team that won 2 natties in a row, and then they kind of took a step back their third year. It's I'm looking at UConn right now. They've taken a step back because I think they lost a lot of their pieces, but they're still pretty good for who they have. But I don't think they're national championship caliber of a team this year.
Yeah.
Farthest they make it is probably Elite Eight.
Right. I was just saying Florida might be a little bit worried about them.
Hello and welcome back, You Don't Know Ball podcast listeners. We are back for our second episode of the week. Sorry we missed last week. That was last week Friday, but this week Friday you got an episode. So Braden Craig, do not text me saying where is my You Don't Know Ball episode at 1 a.m. tomorrow or on Saturday. So here it is. We are back for our second episode of the week. If you haven't listened to Tuesday's episode where we did the March Madness bracket, go ahead and listen to that because this is gonna reference a lot of what we talked about in that episode. In this episode,
Still perfect.
It's still perfect. Missed our first two picks, but whatever. But all right. So High Point, Purdue just finished up. Louisville and Creighton finished up. Auburn and Alabama State are on right now, and a couple other games. So
McNeese might as well be finished up.
Yeah, they're out of Clemson right now, but. Caleb had a couple of things that you had written down and wanted to talk about as a conversation starter. So, Caleb, how about you start off with your breakdown you had for us?
Well, I was going to say I was going to wear orange, but our bracket already messed up with High Point. So, I don't know what idiots picked that. Like, Jack and Alex, like, where you at? Like, come on, man.
No, literally. The two people that didn't join the podcast are the ones that screwed our bracket up.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, yeah, so... it was just so interesting to see like I've never seen a seed that's like as good as Clemson or like as unbalanced as like McNeese and Clemson look. Like Clemson just looks terrible. Their body language is really bad. Their coach isn't firing them up at all. He tried to like fire them up with like positivity or something like that is what the announcers were saying, and it was just that's not gonna work, man. McNeese is good and they got a lot of gritty guys. They basically have Derek Jones Jr. on their team. He had a pretty sick putback dunk that was really cool. And they're just a really bad matchup for Clemson. Clemson looks like they play pretty slow, rely a lot on their jumpers, and McNeese's defense just forces them to put up quick shots. And they're playing right into their plan, and they're just not hitting their jumpers either. So recipe for failure, and it's 40-18 right now. So, there is a comeback there, but as of now, we have 3 picks wrong. So
yeah,
that's great. That's great.
So bracket is what I'm hearing is our bracket is still perfect. It will always be perfect because why not? But it always be perfect. But yeah, it's really disappointing to see that when I was walking back from class today and I heard that Clemson was down 31-13 from 16 against Grayson's the one that told me about this, about how they were down to McNeese. I was like, what? There's no way. And then I actually turned the game on and they're getting their ass handed to them. So I just can't believe that. And I guess shout out to McNeese for just dogging on a Power 5 school, I guess. They have that what's that, equipment manager or
the guy who has all the aura, right?
The guy who's got the NIL deal, dude. That's why McNeese is winning right now because they have the secret weapon.
Right. Well, they're all playing as a team. Everyone's involved, and then with Clemson, it's like they played the same 5-6 guys throughout the entire game, and I just don't understand why you don't sub in someone else just to give your team some life, give them some juice, but. Even out of halftime, it just looks like they're still slow and looks like they've already given up, to be honest. So,
yeah,
it's unfortunate for them. And I wanted to rock with the popular McNeese upset pick, but I don't know. My radar wasn't going off with that one, I guess.
I think when we covered this game, we all trolled McNeese for having being named McNeese, never heard of it, and now we're kind of eating our own words here for trolling them because now they're blowing out Clemson by 21 points right now. So
Yeah. If Clemson makes like 5 straight threes, though, this will be a game. Like, maybe those threes start falling. That's the only way they come back. They need their threes to start falling. Because, like, what I just saw them put up right there was not it. Like, that was bad.
Absolutely not. Like, what? I don't understand. They're full court trapping now or pressing now. So
yeah,
we'll see what
McNeese got the energy to do it.
Yeah. Gonzaga's up 18-3 right now.
Yeah, that too is really bad for our bracket.
Dude, what? No, I think we took Gonzaga because we said this was Georgia's first time being in the tournament since like 2017 or something like that. So I think we're good with the Gonzaga pick.
Oh, okay. We should have used that logic, for Louisville too, because it's their first time.
Literally.
2017 as well. Creighton killed them. I
wanted to pick Creighton so bad when we were making the episode, but I couldn't pull myself to do it because I just thought Louisville was a better team. But obviously, I saw how good they played Creighton played in their conference tournament, and that's why I wanted to pick up. But then I was like, they're playing Louisville, so maybe they won't have that same energy after losing to whoever they lost to in the championship game. But man, was I wrong? They blew the shot of Louisville. So
yeah.
Whatever.
It's unfortunate. All these analytics, it doesn't really matter what you watch in the past. Like for 16 versus 1 seeds, like, yeah, that's obvious. And even like 2 through 15 or 2 versus 15, 3 through 14, like those ones are obvious, but like any of the matchups after that, like any past analytics or results, like I feel like just go out the window. Like it's literally a toss up with each one.
I feel like tonight's Michigan game will be really close.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I think UC San Diego could do it, but also I can also see Michigan just like shutting everybody up too. So it's hard, man. It's really hard. Like especially after you lose like the first game like off your bracket, it's like, well, that's just killed me a little bit inside, but it's whatever.
That's all she wrote, folks. I think we can say that Clemson's gonna lose pretty handily right now. But going back to that Michigan game, a lot of people were picking UC San Diego to upset Michigan, and I don't understand why. I mean,
Blake Hawkins did.
I'm sure Blake. Well, Blake hates Michigan. He's an Ohio State fan, so he's gonna always be biased about that.
Mikey also picked Michigan to lose.
Wow, Michigan State and Ohio State fan picking against Michigan. I cannot believe that. It shocks me.
Well, they don't call that region the region of chaos for nothing, and I don't know. It's another thing with like it's a McNeese Clemson matchup. Like this could be how it goes, especially with how much Michigan turns over the ball, how slow they play. Let's say UC San Diego comes out playing fast. I think we could see the same thing.
Yeah, that'd be bad for Michigan especially Michigan had like a ton of turnover problems and coming out of the Big Ten tournament. I mean, we talked about it a little bit against in our last episode with how many rebounds Michigan had compared to Maryland, but they still had like 27 turnovers that kind of killed them and made that game a lot closer than it should have. So it'll be interesting to see what Michigan does to eliminate those turnovers and avoid the upset bid, but
gotta stay up till 10 o'clock to watch it.
Yeah, shout out to March Madness. Yeah, what the hell is these times?
Are they playing on the West Coast at least?
I think like Denver or something like that.
Okay. Then damn, that's still like an 8 o'clock game. That's pretty late, dude. Like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's late.
Yeah. But oh well. I guess we'll see. Your Florida Gators play when? Today or tomorrow, Grayson?
Tomorrow night.
Okay. Tomorrow night. How you feeling? As a Gators fan, how do you feel?
Well, they're favored by 27.5.
Oh, so they're on upset alert, or?
I don't think so. I don't think this is one of those like 16 seeds. Like this isn't like UC San Diego where they're hot.
Like, or UMBC from a couple years ago when they upset in Virginia.
It's just well, Mike Vick might be there. So.
Oh man! Oh, is that where Mike Vick?
That's where he coaches.
Oh my God! Are you serious? The 24-10 team play? No, there's no way. I'm
pretty comfortable about this one.
If I were you, I would be too. I mean,
yeah, especially with how Houston just played against and Auburn too.
Auburn's belting Alabama State right now.
Yeah. First half was decently close between them, I thought, but if you're a 16 seed, you're only down 10 going into the half. You're like, all right, guys, we can do this. And you just get your shit kicked again once the gates open again.
Let's see. If Florida wins, they have to play either UConn or Oklahoma, and I'm pretty comfortable with both of those too.
Florida has a pretty
their
easy schedule or easy region to get to, like the Elite Eight and Final Four.
They have Maryland They have Maryland and St. John's are both in the West.
When will they see St. John's? I mean,
like the final before the Final Four, Elite Eight, right?
Elite Eight, right?
The Elite Eight, yeah.
And they won't see Maryland until at least the Sweet 16. So,
yeah, I think UConn could surprise some people. I mean, you got to remember these are the past 2 years, the champions of the past 2 years. So I mean, they got the experience. A lot of the guys on that roster have gone far, so you never know. They might turn it on at the right time. So
yeah, I'm sure Dan Hurley's got something in his pocket, but I don't think this is the same team we've seen the last 2 years. I think this is they
don't got Donovan Clingan anymore. He was a monster.
He was a beast, but
still is a beast, dude.
Yeah,
he's towering over those NBA guys.
Really? Is he still playing well?
Yeah, dude. I watched him play the Pistons the other night. Dude's just a giant. Like he's like, it's insane how much bigger he is than a lot of NBA centers.
I remember watching him like last year, and he was just dogging on everybody.
Right. I mean, he belonged in the NBA last year, arguably.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Going back to that UConn team, I'm gonna compare them to the Georgia football team that won 2 natties in a row, and then they kind of took a step back their third year. It's kind of I'm looking at UConn right now. They've taken a step back because I think they lost a lot of their pieces, but they're still pretty good for who they have. But I don't think they're national championship caliber of a team this year.
Yeah,
the farthest they make it is probably Elite Eight.
Right. I was just saying Florida might be a little bit worried about them as all. Like I think they could definitely give them a run for their money just with their experience alone.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Florida, they got a couple guys in the transfer portal that have been to like the Final Four and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
They got experience. To get through those first couple rounds. I remember Charles Barkley was talking about this. Actually funny because when his team was only up by 10 against who's Auburn playing again? Oh, Alabama State at halftime. He was getting a little stressed out, but he said he made a really good point that the higher seed will always have more pressure against the lower seeded teams because you don't want to lose. You don't want to be like
that team. No one wants to be that team.
Nobody wants.
It's a quote Kyle Kuzma.
Right. The closer and closer the game is, the more pressure that builds on the higher seeded team. The lower seeded team is just there to hook up and hope for the best and try to pull an upset here, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what it felt like watching McNeese too. You could tell that Clemson has that pressure on them, and they're really putting it on. Now it's like Clemson should be the one playing with house money, and holy crap, dude. Gonzaga up 27-3 right now. I can't believe that. I picked Georgia, bro. What is going on?
Georgia has not scored since we talked about it like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, they just scored 2 points. They just got a 2-point basket. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 27-5, chipping away.
Carson Beck cheats on his girlfriend and everything goes to hell.
Dude, that's something we should talk about later in the episode. It's just
this is a good segue into what you're going to talk about, Isaac, with all the
the Georgia players. Oh
yeah.
Oh.
So in news today, as of Thursday, Alex sends into our group chat about this. Guess what? Another reckless driving incident with a Georgia football player. So, wide receiver Nitro Tuggles has been arrested on the charges of reckless driving and speeding in Athens, Georgia. I mean, at some point, Kirby's got to learn, like, something's wrong in your program. You have to figure out what is causing these kids to go off in their cars and act like it's a damn racetrack out in Athens, Georgia, because this is like the 27th player on your team that's gotten in trouble for reckless driving or driving under the influence. And he's given to Johnny Manziel about being a partier and drinking and driving, but he hasn't gotten in trouble about that at all when he was in college. So Kirby, get your team get your team locked in on this next season. This is why I didn't make it a national championship last year.
I seen something on Facebook. It was like Georgia football increases season ticket passes by 60%, like price, and one of the comments was like, they got to pay that bail money. They have to pay all the bail money for the players.
Literally, they've had so many arrests. It's insane.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be like some fallout too for the players, but from what Isaac told me before we started, it doesn't really seem like players get suspended or.
No.
I mean, because that might be outside of football, right? So is there any way they can? I mean, that's on the coaches, I guess. That's coaches' decision, and of course, it's like, nah, that we're trying to compete for championships, so I'm not gonna suspend my guy. But yeah,
it's insane. It's a thing. I mean, any other team in the country, there you'd see that there's some sort of action taken against their players for having these sort of problems. And
Nick Saban would just cut you from the team.
No, literally.
Right,
and Kirby Smart's just giving. I don't even know if they're giving a slap on the wrist for this. I mean, it's a problem, and it has failed to been fixed and failed to been seen, or I don't know. It's just insane.
Didn't Trevor Etienne sit a half of a game or something after he got in trouble?
Yeah, but I don't think it was. What was that for? Was it? I thought that was more academic than.
No, Trevor Etienne got in trouble for I think it was drunk driving.
Oh, damn. He sat out for a half for a spring game. No, it wasn't a spring game. Was it a spring game?
A game that didn't matter. It seems like.
A game that didn't
matter. Dude. Remember when Ollie Gordon got in trouble in the summer for drunk driving or something last summer?
Yeah.
Jeff Gundy. This might be a coaching problem across America, but Coach Gundy, or whatever his name is, Oklahoma State's head coach, said that his punishment was just literally making Ollie Gordon carry the ball plus times in his first game just to run his legs and run his dick into the ground. I mean, dude, I don't know how that's a punishment. What if the guy goes off for 5 touchdowns and 268 yards? I mean, he didn't do that.
He had a very underwhelming year.
He had a really underwhelming year, but imagine if that was a stat line he put up and he was supposed to be having a punishment. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be something. Someone in the NCAA and college in the CFP need to address this. And I don't know if it starts within the coaches and their program or someone outside it and forcing the coaches to make that adjustment and punishment. But it's a problem, Kirby. Fix it.
I'm sure it's not just Georgia too. I mean, drunk driving with the amount of with how easy alcohol is to get nowadays, I'm sure so many players get caught for that and we don't even know.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous.
So
we could talk about a different kind of Georgia. I don't know if he's an alumni, but a Georgia transfer quarterback who transferred to Miami, CARSON Beck, has had quite the last couple months. So he transferred to University of Miami, the U, to play quarterback for the Hurricanes, and then not even 2 months. That was an NIL deal for $11 million, which is nuts for him. He's not that good. He's not that good, and he's got.
I was gonna say he's surrounded by all that talent. Of course, anyone would be good.
Yeah, and he's got. There's a couple of things that have happened. One, he transferred down there for his girlfriend. Actually, what happened is he transferred down there, was with his girlfriend for a little bit. If you guys don't know who his girlfriend is, Haley Cavatter or whatever her name is, with the TikTok star who's plays basketball for the Hurricanes. And then he cheats on her with a Latina. His car
got stolen.
Huh? First his car got stolen. What was it? All 3 of his cars? One of them was a Lambo.
She had a Porsche. She had a Lambo.
Yeah. So. Those got stolen, and then he cheats on his girlfriend with a Latina, and he's just gonna start to. I don't know. It's been a wild couple months for CARSON Beck, and
he better win the Heisman now.
He better win the Heisman. He better be. He's putting that $11 million to work. It looks like so. I mean, that's good for him.
Crazy. That's just crazy. Nuts. Getting paid to go to school and play football, man. That's crazy.
Then cheat on your girlfriend. Dude,
yeah,
you cheated on your girlfriend when your girlfriend's the exact reason why you went to Miami. Whatever. That's insane to me. But I thought that was funny. It's not that funny, but it is funny. But there's one more thing I want to talk about in college football, and then we can go back to college basketball or NFL. I don't really care. But there was a leak for the college football 26 cover, and I want to talk about that just because I want to get your guys' opinions on what you think it looks, how it looks, or if it could be better or whatever.
You're telling me we're not going to have to wait 12 years for the next college football game?
Correct. We're not, and it's it's pretty insane to me.
That is insane. That's really nice. So hopefully the quality doesn't get worse with yearly releases, though.
No, literally. If it does, I'm gonna be. If it ends up like Madden, I'm actually gonna be pissed.
No, it's already so much better than Madden, like graphics wise and gameplay wise, and just things to do. It's already so much better. Like you can tell they care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here is the cover. This is the alleged cover for the deluxe edition for College Football 26.
Bro, what?
Tebow and Lagway right there.
Tebow, Lagway, Nick Singleton, Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Bryce Underwood, Jeremiah Love.
Devin Gardner's put on some weight.
Devin Gardner is somewhere around right. I think right here. Here's Kirby Smart. Here's James Franklin, Ryan Day, Marcus Freeman's not even visible, but he's in here somewhere.
Huh.
What do you guys think?
I think they need to make a Nick Saban cover.
No. No. We don't need a... If they want to make a Legend edition, then yeah, but I don't want to... Why would we need a Nick Saban cover? If we were going to have a Nick Saban cover, we should have had it last year.
Yeah, that's true.
If they were trying to fit as many names and players as they possibly could, I guess this is a good way to do it. I just don't think, like they picked, like, the most gray, like, sky to put in the back. Like, I don't like that. And also, like, the stadium's so empty. You could have filled it up with some fans or something, too. I think... I don't know.
I also don't.
I give it like a 5.
I don't like that they put Bryce Underwood. He hasn't even taken a snap.
He hasn't taken a single college snap yet, and I guarantee he will be he's going to be the predicted starter in the game, and then this transfer from wherever is going to start, because that's kind of what happened last year with Michigan. They had Alex Orji everywhere, and then Davis Warren ended up being the starter. So
yeah,
in real life or in the game.
In real life.
Oh, okay.
But in real life and in the game. But in my opinion, this is not. I don't think this is going to be the final like cover for the game. I think this is just a leaked photo of what it will look like. But like Caleb said, this lacks like color and it lacks like I don't know some sort of pizzazz.
It's that, like uncanny. Like I don't know. Yeah. It's like kind of eerie.
No,
I like the covers with one player.
No, I don't like that.
Like
it was cool.
How Madden does one player.
I thought it was. I think that's cool, but I like this. I like having more faces. I think I like last year's cover better with Travis Hunter, Donovan Edwards, and Quinn Ewers on it. That was cool. I think this might be like too many faces and too many players. I still like it. I still like what they were trying to do with it. I'm still going to buy the game, obviously, but...
Yeah. They got to get an outline around the text, too.
Oh, yeah, because you can barely see the 2 and a 6, but it's not the final version.
Yeah, this is definitely like a draft, for sure, but I don't know. I think there's also too much going on. Like, there's too many mascots. There's too many people, but I do agree that showing, like... I don't know, maybe bump it up to, like, 6, 7 players. I had to fit it in somewhere, but... maybe bump it up from 3 players to 5, 6, or 7, and then just kind of clean it up a little bit, and that'd be good.
Yeah.
Don't put Bryce Underwood there. What are we doing? Like, what?
I get they wanted to get Bryce Underwood there because he was the big talk of this offseason recruiting trail. But if I was gonna make a cover, get either your 5 to 6 best well-known players in the country, and then put them on the cover. Don't do this wild with coaches and legends and all these mascots. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, I don't know. And for me,
in all of this,
I could try, but it was being a little weird.
Because Kirby Smart looks like he has the weirdest look on his face right now.
Kirby?
Yes. What is that?
He's like cheesing a little bit.
Yeah.
That guy, he's just happy to be there. This is a guy. This is a coach, the face of a coach that knows he has a ton of problems to go back to when he gets back to Athens, Georgia.
Who is the guy standing next to him?
That's Reggie Bush.
Oh, it is. Why is Kirby there? He doesn't have any player there.
I don't think he has one player there.
Yeah, that's also weird. Like, they just got to make it make sense. Like, don't put coaches there. Just put players there. Because that's
right.
The coaches aren't even in the game. The coaches aren't even in the game.
Right. It's not like yeah, he might have an avatar there or whatever, but it's not like it's actually, gonna mean anything.
I think the reason they included the coaches into this cover is because they're trying to add them in, but it's like what are they gonna do? Like, they're gonna be like the Madden coaches. They just stand on the sideline with their face scans in there. They're not that big.
I was gonna say, if they're gonna go through that, they might as well go through all the effort to implement better AI too. True. Actually make the teams play like they do. But
and
only
plus
so much
everybody who plays Dynasty is just gonna create their own coaches themselves. Why would they even want coaches in the game right now? So, whatever.
Watch this not even be like the cover at all. Like, we're just speculating over nothing.
We're speculating. This is what this might be a troll just to get EA to get us off their back, or us to get off EA's back.
This is just what they want us to see.
No, literally. But I just thought it was cool to see. Thought it'd be fun to look at and talk about because that's what we got recently. Just some recent college football news.
I think it's cool.
This is how you know we're deep into the off season.
This is how you know we're just scrunging around for content because we have nothing.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yep. I mean, at least March Madness started, but that's gonna be over in about 2 weeks. So
and then the Masters starts.
Oh man, the Masters.
Isaac, you going?
No.
You participating?
Actually, the Natty Light trailer is gonna be there for Scotty Scheffler's annual legendary Masters dinner or whatever it's gonna be. We're catering it. Yeah, we're catering it. Oh, you want to talk about that? Actually, maybe I could pull up the menu.
His menu is insane.
Masters menu. Have you seen this yet, Caleb?
No, I haven't. I don't even know. You guys are catering for it?
No, we're not.
Oh. You lied to me.
Yeah, my bad. My bad, Caleb.
They should host it at the Kalamazoo Country Club.
Oh,
then
for
I'd
sure.
Go watch.
Actually, they should host it at Kalamazoo Country Club's new facility that's not even done yet. But we should go watch, Caleb. Except we can't have cameras in there, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but here is Scotty Scheffler's menu.
The winner from last year always makes the menu for the next year's.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
No prices, huh? Everything's free?
Well, you gotta make it.
I think this is just for the player.
You gotta make it to the Masters, but other than that, yeah. Free.
White warm chocolate chip skillet cookie.
Sounds really good.
What would you guys get?
You get it all.
You get it all. You start here. You start here, do? And then you work your way down. It's pretty. Pretty sweet.
I think they they have the players all have a dinner together before the tournament starts.
Oh, nice.
I wonder how many players just get absolutely trashed before they go play.
Probably Scotty.
Probably Scotty.
Scotty got arrested last year.
It wasn't that before the Masters or no?
Right before them. It was the day. It was the day the Masters started. He got arrested.
W guy.
He did his warm up in a jail cell.
Dang.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And he still won.
Dude, I'm sure that got him more ready than anything would though to go win and redeem himself.
Oh,
that's a lot of aura.
Yeah.
That's a shit ton of aura.
Hey man, where were you this morning? Just warming up.
Prison.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in prison.
Yeah.
Dude, what? That goes on. Hold on. I gotta go win the Masters real quick. It would have been funny if he shot out some guy he met in the prison.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave. He's currently in prison for drug dealing, but shout out Dave. Just on national television.
I wish Tiger could participate, but tore his Achilles.
Of course he did.
Dude, how do golfers even be doing that? That's crazy.
Like they get the worst injuries for just doing golf. Like how are you hurting yourself doing golf?
The only thing I could imagine is like you pull something in your back. Like there's no way, or like you twist a hip or something if you're like an old golfer, but that's about it. Like
or your shoulders worn to like terrible. Like, but
yeah,
there's no reason you should be tearing your Achilles, your ACL, breaking a bone in golf. There's no reason. What are you doing to like have that happen to you? I stepped on a divot, broke my ankle. Are you serious? Whatever. But yeah, we could talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow's game because Friday's games because this is when it's going to be coming out. So let's see who's playing tomorrow.
I'm very excited to watch Bryant and Michigan State. I think because dude, that could be the one that like shocks the world. I feel because Michigan State did the same thing like 8 years ago against Middle Tennessee State. I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember.
It was the same.
Gibby Potts.
Yes, dude. Same seed and everything. It was a 2-15, and Middle Tennessee State beat Michigan State to go to the second round. It was Denzel Valentine's last year there. It was like, dude, State's like going on a run this year, like type feeling, and then they just lost first round. Like I remember, shout out Connor, he was just in shambles the next day. But yeah,
if that happens,
I'm excited
again,
for UCLA too, but they play tonight.
Colorado State and Memphis is going to be a good one, I think.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's the 5-12 we've been talking about. So
yeah. I guess we'll see.
Colorado State is favored by 1.5.
I can't believe that, really?
Yeah.
Memphis is really good, though. That's weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going back to the Michigan State game, if Michigan State somehow loses to who are they playing? Bryant. Oh my God, Alex is never gonna let any Michigan State fan.
I know
about that.
That's why. Alex, if Michigan loses to UC San Diego, we never gotta let him live that down either.
No, it's a both ways thing. He hates every single Michigan State fan, and every single Michigan State fan hates him. So that's one of the biggest rivalries I've ever witnessed in my entire life. But
yeah, goes beyond the school.
No, literally
into your life.
If Michigan State loses. Dude, let's just say that Alex.
Let's say one of my final 4 guys in one of my brackets is out, but I think it'll just be a fun game. I'm excited to watch Michigan State more. They're probably, behind UCLA, they're probably my favorite college basketball team. So I'm just excited to watch them. Hopefully, they can keep their momentum going despite losing to Wisconsin last. So.
Yeah,
they'll be looking for redemption for sure.
Michigan State, no question they're going to be looking for redemption and they're going to have a chip on their shoulder going to the tournament. But there's got to be some kind of bad vibes or bad juju going into the tournament if you've lost a game when you should have won in your conference tournament. Maybe that holds them back. Maybe it's got some long-lasting effects on them. But yeah, again, they still got Tom Izzo on their sideline, so. I still think they're going to come back. They're going to come out with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to go on a nice little run here, and they're going to prove that they're one of the best teams in the country. And Jace Richardson is probably one of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
So
as a true freshman too, it's nuts.
It's nuts.
Shouldn't be that good.
Another game we kind of spent some time talking about it in our last episode, but North Carolina won their first 11 game. On I think Tuesday, right? I think Tuesday.
Yeah, they dominated.
20 points. So has that changed your guys' thoughts about how far North Carolina can go into the tournament, or no?
I still think Ole Miss is better. I figured UNC was going to win that game, but I'm still confident Ole Miss is going to win that one against them. Definitely. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more talk, though. Like, UNC looks ready, but, like I was saying, like, any team can look ready, and it can go either way. Like, my bet's on Ole Miss.
Yeah. Grayson, you were gonna say something.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think San Diego State was like, wow, this team would have really done something in this game. So it's like UNC's a blue blood. It's always good to see them in the tournament too.
Yeah, especially after so many people didn't want to see North Carolina in the tournament at all. Especially,
and they did.
I was one of them. Alex was one of them. I still don't believe that they should have been in a tournament, but whatever. Go ahead, Grayson.
They did take Duke down to the wire, like in their
conference tournament. Yeah, I think that's what helped them. That helped them a lot because without that, if they would have gotten blown out, there's no way they make this tournament or even considered. But well, I guess this just shows how much the conference tournament means to the tournament selectors for this. Because without that, they're not in or even close to being in.
Right. So, there's always a chance, man. No matter how bad your season goes, like that's like Michigan. Like I don't know how low they would have been if they didn't win the tournament. So yeah.
One thing about Michigan is they got a seed. That's all I gotta say. They should not have been a 5 seed. They should have been at least a 3 or 4.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Like they shouldn't be 5; they should either be 3 or like 7 if they lost. Like you know, it should have been that. Like I feel like the tournament, organizers just were like, oh, just put them in the middle.
Put them in the middle. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Score check. McNeese is only up by 13 against Clemson now with 5 minutes left.
So, oh, really?
53-40. It's getting closer.
Okay.
Maybe McNeese is starting to feel some pressure.
Gonzaga's up 40-23 now.
So yeah, all 3 teams that I picked to win right there. So that's tough.
That's tough.
Marquette in New Mexico happens tomorrow, so I'm excited for that one. I picked New Mexico to beat them. Everyone's been liking Marquette though, so I don't know. I think Marquette always kind of underperforms, especially 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year when they were like a 2 seed. They lost like second round. So, yeah, I think this could be a great spot for an upset, like I was saying last episode. So, I'm excited for that one.
I think another trap game is the game that's was the same time that one's tipping off, or 10 minutes later, is the Akron and Arizona game. I think Akron's a really dangerous team. I mean, sure, they came from the MAC, but Arizona has not been all that great this year. I know Cale loves everything, and he's amazing for that team. But Akron's pretty good. You can't look past Akron. They're 28-6 going into the tournament. They won the MAC, and they came back in the championship game too. But they were down 13, and they came back and won it.
Yeah, shows resilience for sure.
Yeah. So keep an eye on that one too. I think that game's gonna be pretty good too. A lot of good games tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I love about March, man. It's exciting. We're entering the weekend too, so you couldn't ask for it to come at a better time.
Saturdays, Sundays full of games.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a loaded weekend. We finally have something to watch on Saturdays.
Well, I'm pretty happy. I still have a bracket at 68%. That's not bad. That's passing.
Let's see what my brackets are looking
like. My other one is at 19.
No, God.
I made the 25 out of 25 brackets. I have 1, 2.
My bracket right now is 40% right.
Oh my God. I have 10 that are still at 100%.
Oh, sorry. 16.
Damn, 10?
10 that are still at 100%.
Dude, Grayson might have made the perfect one. Who are the winners of all of them? Are they all different?
I have 3 that are Duke, 4 that are Florida, 1's Houston, and 1's Iowa State. And then
he said, let me get a little wild with that one.
Yeah, and 2 of them, I think I did these the random ones just to get through all to 25. 1's Gonzaga and 1's Clemson.
Okay.
So this one's cool.
For me, sorry, I meant to say 68.5%, not my first one, but I have 2 brackets that are still at 100% right now, and that's St. John's and Duke winning.
Oh wow!
And then every year I do an all upset bracket, just because why not? And that one's at 5.3%, so not looking great for that one.
Yeah, dude. You know what's bad when they put an ice cube emoji next to your bracket.
Like, this guy's picking basketball games. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Isaac, is Notre Dame still in the ACC for basketball?
Yeah, men's and
How
women's.
did they do? Like,
Terrible.
do
Men's
they
did
just
terrible.
historically have a bad basketball team?
Yeah, because we put all our money into football, but I don't know. We're supposed to. I talked a little bit about this in all of our previous episodes when they were still playing. But we had Mike. We hired this new coach from Penn State who brought Penn State to the tournament. It was really solid. He has done nothing in the last 2 years he's been here, and we missed the tournament again. But the women's team's good. We got a 3 or 2 seed in that, so the Notre Dame women's team's always pretty good. They have a couple national championships.
You've turned to the dark side with me and started rooting for Florida now.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I gotta win the sweepstakes.
I seen some guy like he's giving $11 million to anyone who has a perfect bracket.
Yeah, well, no one in the world's gonna have a perfect bracket. The odds of having a perfect bracket are like 1 in like what 12 quintillion odds.
One in 1.7 quintillion.
Quintillion. There you go. There it is.
Yeah. A number that can't, like, if you took like anyone that with like conscious thoughts on Earth, like, which is probably like, if you just exclude like all the babies and then you just have them all do like 50 out of 50 brackets, like, still that wouldn't be enough to like reach it.
It wouldn't be enough. No.
Insane.
I looked it up. There's no person has ever completed 100% correct March Madness. The closest anyone got was 2019. An Ohio man correctly predicted 49 out of 63 games.
Nice.
That's still really impressive.
Yeah.
He's got to be pissed though.
He had to have had like 100. He had to have had like a damn near 100% like first round. Like,
yeah.
Then after that. After that, all went downhill. But dude, I'd be sweating if I had like an 100% like first round. I'd be sweating so hard.
Or if after like the round of 32,
yeah,
you're still at 100%. Like,
that's like your meme bracket. It's like, bro, why'd I pick like a 60 to win it, bro?
The 6 seed's still there, but
why'd I pick St. Peter's to win, bro?
St. Peter's of Doug Eater.
Yeah.
Damn it! Oh man. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. This was a good episode. I think we can call it good. I don't know if you guys want to do a Weddle or a Pirtle or whatever.
I'm down to do a Weddle.
I'll do a Weddle. Grayson's coming back, so we can do a Weddle.
Yeah, I will say while you're pulling that up, shout out. I love the Justin Fields signing for the Jets. I know that happened like probably last week at this point, but I do like that signing for him just because give him a fresh start on a new team that needs a fresh start as well. So I think they both can grow together and hopefully work out. They just got a new coach too, didn't they? Yeah, Aaron Glenn. So, new everything, clean slate. I think that's what they need, especially after the disaster that Aaron Rodgers was for him. So, yeah, dude, I wanted them to work, but geez, that
Aaron Rodgers is gonna
buried.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna end up as a Pittsburgh Steeler here in a couple weeks. I hope everybody
realizes so?
That. No, he's going to. It's gonna be so upsetting. Ant was telling me about it. One of my friends, and he's like, "If the Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers, I will crash out." And then I see like a report the next day saying like Aaron Rodgers is closer and closer to signing a deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, no matter what, dude, if Pittsburgh does anything good, it's they make the playoffs no matter what. So they'll have a chance until Aaron Rodgers gets there.
And didn't the Lions do like a proposal for a new playoff seating thing?
Stop. Sorry, my Alexa just went off for no reason.
No, you're good. The Lions did a proposal for a new playoff seating. Grayson, do you know anything about that? Or
yeah, they proposed for the seeding to work like if a wild card team has a better record than a division winner, they would be a higher seed.
Huh?
Because there's been people like winning their division with like a 9-8 record.
Wasn't there a 7-9 team that did it like in 2020? It was like the worst division of all time.
Well, like this year, the Vikings were 14 and like three, a wild card team.
Yeah,
and that's kind of insane.
But they also got their ass beat by the Rams in their wild card game. So I mean,
yeah, I don't want to talk about any NFC North teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean they kind of all sucked. But how does that help the Lions? I mean, I guess it does help the Lions not really though. But
I mean, if they're playing in one of the hardest divisions, so if they
especially the Bears just got, at least on paper, so much better, especially with their new coach too.
Yeah,
so they're going to be in the picture next year, and another year of Caleb Williams. Yeah, I think that helps the Lions for sure, just in case they barely get second or barely get third or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I hope the rule passes.
Yeah, it'd be big.
Just proposed it. But...
It'd be big for the NFL. I don't know.
Would be.
We'll see though.
I don't know. I just know next year, if the Lions are in the playoffs, I'm not watching the game with other people around. I'm just locking myself in a dark room and watching it because that was a terrible experience.
Terrible experience. Hey, you know what? The Lions are following a similar path as the Michigan Wolverines did for their national championship run. First year, they were underdogs, made it to the playoffs, one game short. Next year, favorites, got upset in the playoffs. This year, going to make it to the Super Bowl. They made it. Michigan made it to the national championships. Michigan won. Lions, ? Lions Super Bowl season, inbound. That's all
and
I
then the next
say.
season, it'll be the Pistons.
Hey, shout out Cade Cunningham for that buzzer beater last night.
Yeah, for real, dude. I was watching that last night in a lab with my roommate. Like, he went to some engineering lab late, and I went with him. And, dude, that was so cold. Like, just reminds me so much of, like, Kobe, because he banked in a similar, like, 3-point game winner like that. So that made me so happy to see us win that game, too.
It was pretty cool to see on Instagram.
That was a gritty game. So
Amon Ra was there too. Amon Ra St. Brown was recorded and say game recognizes game right there. So that was pretty funny.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, we'll do a Weddle, then we'll get out of here.
Alrighty.
All right. First guess.
I'm not doing the honors.
Grayson, welcome back. Amon Ra. All right. Amon Ra St. Brown. He is a receiver and he's smaller than 6 foot. Lower number than 14, younger than 25.
How old's Hollywood Brown? No, he's
older. I'm gonna do. Should we do Xavier Worthy? Is he younger than?
Oh, for 25? Sure. He's got to be.
Is he smaller than 6 foot? He was a rookie
this year.
Is he smaller than 6 foot though? Is a question.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, so he's 22 years old, and he's a higher number than 1, and he's close. He's in the AFC East.
How old is Shakir? Is that AFC East?
Shakir's pretty old.
His number also. No, Shakir's number 13, I think, and he's only 5'11", and I think he's young. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Well, still, that's in between 1 and 14.
That's pretty right. Darn. So his number is 9. But
Rats.
He's a lot older than I thought he would be, though.
I thought he was only like 23. Well, we know the division at least.
Guesses?
Are you sure his number's 9?
Yeah, because the yellow means it's. Yeah, because the yellow means it's 1 off, and if it's going down, then it's 9. So it's not JMO.
No, it's not JMO.
Because we already did the North.
AFC East.
I don't know the divisions like that, dude. I gotta study.
I can't.
It's just like the AFC East has what?
So it's the Jets. It's the Jets. Patriots. It's the Patriots. It's the Titans.
No, it's Dolphins.
The Dolphins, and then it's the.
The Titans aren't in it. You said them all.
Bills.
And it's not the Bills. Could it be Waddle? Waddle's not 9, is
Waddle's 12.
Okay.
I think Waddle's 12. I think.
Could it be Demario Douglas?
Maybe. Is he part? He's on the
and he's
Patriots,
short,
right?
so.
Okay, so he's on New England.
It is New England. Okay, that's nice.
What the?
It's still a higher number than 3. So we got our team.
Oh.
He's 5'11". We got to think of 5'11" receivers on New England Patriots.
Shoot. Dude.
I can't name a single receiver from the Patriots right now.
I have no idea.
No clue.
I'm trying to think of who is Drake May throwing to in garbage time, bro.
No one. God, dude. As we're figuring this out, Clemson's fighting back from a 62-53 lead.
Are they actually fighting back? Wow, they took them long enough.
Yeah, it took them a while. It took them a while to show up.
They're in the bonus. They're in the bonus too.
Yeah.
Well, both teams are, I guess. No.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here. Wait, is it Kendrick Bourne? It's not Kendrick Bourne, right?
I don't think so, but maybe.
What about Keyshawn? No. Oh yeah, Keyshawn Butte. No.
Oh wait, you got it? No
I would have
way.
never guessed that ever.
No, I literally have never guessed that, but it just came to my head.
Crazy.
Just came to my head.
Wow, what a pull. That's all that mutt you've been playing.
It's all that mutt and cut and all the hell I've been through that game. But
this dude knows ball. This dude knows ball.
Google knows ball. Google knows ball.
Did you look up Patriots receivers?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No,
all
I
your
didn't.
podcast listeners, you ain't see that, but he just winked at me off.
No, not true. All right. One thing before we shut it down today. Alex isn't here, as you can see, because he is now recently engaged. So shout out to Alex and Emma. Oh, that is congratulations, basically. Excited for you guys. So
of course, congratulations, Alex and Emma.
Have fun planning your wedding, and hope you guys have a happy life together. So. And then Alex, you better get your ass back here next week because we need you and you're an essential part. And I wish I had something cool to say about Jack, but his ass is in class. So
hey, he's being studious. He's probably studying for next week.
He's being studious. But Jack, also you better get here. But that's gonna do it for us this week. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 43. So everybody who's listening through these 43 episodes, thank you for your support. It's been a lot of fun. Finally got Grayson back, so good to see her back in the studio. Go check out the merch link for which is in the bio if you want for everything that's You Don't Know Ball podcast merch, and go check out any of the other episodes. All of them are bangers, so that's all I gotta say. But remember, we don't know ball, you don't know ball, we all don't know ball. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See you next week. Bye.